Yes, people, we're back again with another one. We're back again with another one. Arsenal, the Gunners, beat Chelsea 2-1 to continue to gain that 3 points and give ourselves some distance between us and Manchester City. Welcome back to another episode of Francis Gunner Voice. Obviously, my name is Francis, and welcome. Feel free to hit the like button, subscribe button, and the share button. Talk to me in the comment section. I'm going to talk back because they're free 99. They're free 99. 3-point collectors. 3-point collection. The game in the first half between Chelsea and Arsenal was up and down. Was an up and down half. Definitely in the first half, both teams scored from a set piece. That is from the corner flag. Great delivery on the corner. Gabriel Magalhaes, that is, got up on the header, put his head on it. Saliba reacted as it came across the goal. Own goal off of Sarr. His first Premier League game. He picks up a pretty crazy own goal in his first Premier League start. Right after that, Reece James puts one in from the corner flag. Nketiah got his head on it. Raya wasn't able to see it. It went into the back of the net. Another own goal. So 2 own goals in this game. In the first half. Now, I'm not really sure, in my opinion, why Mikel Arteta chooses to play Trossard along with Eze and Saka. I say that to say this. Trossard is not really one that's going to go direct. He's not going to make a run. So a creative midfielder like an Eze that's looking to keep the ball moving, take the ball, take it off the half turn, make a direct pass, make a long pass, as he did previously in games to try to pick out a player like Martinelli who's making a run, or pick out a Gyökeres who's making a run. Because Martinelli's stretching the line, Gyökeres can find those gaps and Eze can make those passes. Instead, he passes it to a Trossard who's going to do a lot of hold-up play. He's not very pacey. So in other words, not going to use the speed to try and outrun. So if the defender has already closed down the area, most likely he's going to try and do some type of trickery. If it doesn't work, he's going to pass it back. Same thing, Saka on the other side. Saka is going to hold up the play, drag, do the same move he does time and time again. Drag it, try to pull it. Realize he doesn't have the speed that much anymore. Try to cut it back on the inside and cut it back on the outside to try to put it across the box to see if he can find somebody inside that 18-yard box. So again, if there's no movement, it kind of makes it difficult for a player like Eze to be creative, to unlock that creativity that I'm sure he would love to unlock. Now, sometimes Eze's touch kind of lets him down, but the criticism that I hear from a lot of Gunners fans about Eze and other people about Eze is kind of unfair, because Eze is the type of player you can create when there are opportunities for creation. There's no movement. Eze picks up the ball, he looks left, he looks right. There's nobody there to move the ball to. So in turn, as the defender's closing down on Eze, he has to make a pass. Pass it to the right to Zubimendi. Now the ball is obviously going backwards instead of going forward, because Martinelli would be making a run. Madueke would be making a run. You got to put players on the pitch with Eze that's going to allow him to make passes because they're making runs. And then now the ball is progressing in the final third of the opposing team. We can get some things going, right? You got Gyökeres playing the style of Kai Havertz, where he's playing hold-up play, when in actuality you want to put the ball in an area where he can take it and go one-on-one. When Gyökeres picks up the ball in the channel, there's nobody there. There's nobody there with him to take the ball and move it from one area to the other. There's nobody there. So listening to a lot of these olden footballers talk about the game is dead. Dead football. There's no creativity. There's no movement. There's no style. There's no flair. There's no athleticism, creativity. There's no skill in the game in modern football, to me. And you see it week in and week out week in and week out, as you watch the Premier League, there is no long throws are being incorporated now. You got set pieces are becoming. There's no open play creativity. Nobody's picking up the ball, traveling through the lines, making passes. Everybody's moving. There's no movement, and you see this from time to time with the games. The teams that do play like that, you see them have success scoring multiple goals in multiple different games. Why? Because of the creativity that they're taking chances with the ball. They're taking chances. And it seems like Eze, who's always known to be a player to take chances, when he loses the ball, he sits on the bench for multiple games. So when he gets in a game, obviously he's not going to put himself in a position to not get any game time because he wants some type of rhythm. Today's game was boring. It was a boring game. It was a boring game. It lacked skill on both sides of the pitch. You couldn't say, oh, one player stood out. Matter of fact, nowadays the defenders, the right back or the left back, are getting mad at the match. They're starring out in these games where your midfield is non-existent. Your strikers are non-existent because there's no creativity. The coaching staff when they're the training pitch, there's nothing. There's nothing. It's boring. Boring football. But nonetheless, whatever sport you play, it's about results. And Arsenal definitely got the result they needed over Chelsea to continue to extend that lead. In 29 games, he got 19 wins, 7 draws, and 3 defeats. 64 points. 5 points ahead of Manchester City, who has a game in hand. In other words, they have only played 28 games. And they're on 59 points. They got Nottingham Forest coming up next. And we got Brighton coming up next. So it's just interesting to watch these games where Manchester City beat Leeds by 1. Because there's no creativity in these games. And it's frustrating for me as a footballer to watch this type of football being played. Then you have the creative players who are not getting the opportunity to be creative because they're not put in an advantageous position, not put in a position to where they can show their creativity with the players around them because the players around them are not moving. They're standing up like pylon, waiting for the ball to get it and knock it backwards. Trying to get it out for a corner so they can go set piece. Trying to get it out closer to the final third so they can do a long throw. There's no movement. There's no run behind. There's no 1-2. There's no step over. There's no flick. There's no through ball. There's no back heel. There's nothing. I don't see it. That's my problem I have with the modern game. So to speak. You have your collection of players that have that type of flair and type of skill to the game, which is beautiful to watch. You want to watch the ball being knocked around on the grass and the game that I grew up loving, the game that a lot of people grew up loving. You see the skill, the stuff that ordinary people can't do. You get to see it every Saturday and Sunday on the telly. So to see Patrick Vieira and Yaya Toure talk about just how boring the game is. These other players, how boring the game is. There's no pizzazz to the game. There's nothing. And there we won another 2-1 victory. Boring. It's another boring game. Did we win? Yes. Congratulations. We continue to 5 points. We need to continue to win. Yeah, pressure is getting to these players as well. We need to continue to win. We can't draw. We got to win. But it's hard to win because when the set piece is no longer being effective during a game, where is the creativity in open play to continue to winning? Because you got to score goals. If you don't score goals, you're going to draw. We don't want to draw. We want to win. We need to win. You guys talk to me in the comment section. I'm going to talk back. This is Francis Gunner's Voice, Fan Cam, post-match reaction. Doesn't look like I'm excited, but I'm excited that we got the 3 points because we're 3-point collectors. We need to continue to collect 3 points, regardless of how the performance is. But I'm not happy with the performance on the pitch. It's poor to me. And I can't wait for it to change. I can't wait for some of these players to play better. Saka with the same, on the right side, the same play he got going on. Drag it and run down the line. Martinelli, kind of the same thing, but I think he plays really well with Eze. He gives him a target. It gives him some freedom to try some passes that he normally wouldn't try with Trossard over there or somebody else over there. You know, I don't know why you don't play Madueke on the left and play Saka on the right, or vice versa. Or you got a player like Eze. You need some speed. You need movement. You need overlapping. You don't even see much overlapping like that anymore these days. Arsenal won 2-1 versus Chelsea. Neto got sent off. 2 yellow cards. 2 terrible second yellow card, to be honest. Very terrible. But he got sent off nonetheless. Talk to me in the comment section. I'm going to talk back. 5 points ahead. We hold on to that lead. Peace and love, people. I'm out.